Up next at number 8, the cereal challenge. I knew there was a reason I was never too into TikTok, and I think this trend is the reason why. Pandemic aside, if anyone ever said to me, "Hey Jer, great idea. You lay down, I pour cereal and milk in your mouth, slash down your throat, and then eat it with a spoon," I'd probably ask what's wrong with them, then proceed to lie down. On a more serious note, I don't know how or why this would be a trend in the first place. Aside from the fact that it's an absolute choking hazard, it's incredibly unsanitary, and overall this is just disgusting. Like, who wants to go viral and be known for eating cereal out of someone else's mouth? Or for having someone eat cereal out of your mouth? Who genuinely wants that? Hey man, you're the guy who ate cereal out of someone's mouth. Can I get a picture? Can you sign my spoon? No, no one wants that. We don't want that. We don't need it. Awful. Bringing us to number 6, the Nutmeg Challenge. For those of you who didn't know, nutmeg actually has properties in it that if enough is ingested, you can get high. I don't know why I said it like that. To no surprise, all the real geniuses on TikTok decided to take part in the Nutmeg Challenge, where users would mix 2 to 4 tablespoons of nutmeg and drink it with milk or water while filming their reactions. As per the American Association for Clinical Chemistry, it takes 5 to 20 grams, which is equivalent to 1 to 4 teaspoons, for someone to get intoxicated. Normally in a drink with nutmeg, such as a pumpkin spice latte, you'd use 1/4 of a teaspoon. So 4 full teaspoons is grounds for some serious trouble. As per the AACC, I quote, "Onset of symptoms occurs within 3 to 6 hours and last for 12 to 24 hours, often followed by deep sleep. Toxic symptoms are dose-related and primarily anticholinergic, including dry mouth, GI upset, flushing, palpitations, agitation, blurred vision, meiosis, hypertension, hypothermia, hallucinations, as well as coma and death. Detection of nutmeg-related compounds by laboratory testing is not readily available. Activated charcoal may be used to prevent absorption of recent ingestions, but clinical management is otherwise supportive." Okay, look guys, I'm just gonna keep this very short and sweet. Any challenge that could lead to potential coma or death, it's gonna be a no from me, dog.
At number 7, the FaceTime prank challenge. This one was created by parents, shockingly. Parents who would pretend to FaceTime call Lizzie Velasquez, who was once branded the ugliest woman in the world by a YouTube video. Lizzie has a rare condition that prevents her from gaining weight, and she's been bullied about it most of her life over it. This is how she became an outspoken anti-bullying activist and author. So parents, because of the way that Lizzie looked, would pretend to FaceTime Lizzie and tell their kids that Lizzie was their new teacher for the upcoming school year. They would then film their child's reaction to Lizzie, which was usually a scared reaction, and laugh at it. Lizzie actually spoke out against the trend multiple times on TikTok, begging parents to teach their children that just because someone is different, that doesn't mean that they aren't deserving of our respect and empathy. The good news is this challenge kind of morphed into something totally uplifting, where parents would do the FaceTime prank challenge but teach their children why Lizzie looks different and why she deserves their respect. At number 6, the earphones waist challenge. This trend actually started in China on the social media app Weibo, where people were posting pictures of their waist wrapped in headphones to show how skinny they were. The name of the game is to see how many times you can wrap your headphones around your waist. If you can wrap headphones around your waist, you can sit with us, is essentially the message this challenge is trying to send. In China, things are a bit different culturally. Fat shaming is not uncommon. In fact, it's pretty socially acceptable. Just look at all the times when Chinese celebrities gain a little weight, internet users go crazy, and so do tabloids. The beauty standard in China and in Asia in general is much different, in that women and girls are expected to be a lot smaller. This is evident in the sizing in China. I felt like when I was shopping in China I had to go with like XXXL. But I'll admit, I wanted to try this challenge when I saw it, and I low-key did. And I felt bad about myself because I couldn't wrap my headphones around my waist more than once. This challenge is exactly the kind of thing that causes people to begin an eating disorder or to relapse after already having an eating disorder.
Starting off at number 10, witch hazel. One thing that I see on TikTok literally all the time is people talking about witch hazel and using it as a toner to try and clear up acne. And I've always been really skeptical of it because I've heard often that it's way too drying to use on the skin, and after doing some research it seems like the reason that people think it's good for acne is because one of the strongest ingredients in it dries out the skin a lot, which can make it look like it's gotten rid of oil and tighten pores, but it's actually just stripping the skin of everything and drying it out so much it's tightening up and giving you the look of smaller pores. And there's actually some debate as to whether witch hazel can do more harm than good, as it can be so drying that it makes you overproduce oil, and then you'll break out even worse than you were before. And at number 8, jade rollers. Another thing that's all over the place are these jade rollers that you roll on your face. A lot of the hype around them says that they will depuff your face in the morning, as well as other people saying you can even slim your face permanently if you use them over a long period of time along the jawline. But it seems like this product is actually super overhyped and doesn't actually do anything, with doctors agreeing that it's not harmful to the face unless you're pressing too hard around your eyes or something, but it's not really worth your time or money. So the logic here is that if you have one and you like it, no problem. But if you think it's gonna depuff your face or do anything all that impressive, it probably won't. And at number 7, toothpaste on pimples. A super common acne trick that's been around for ages has been the trick to put toothpaste on your pimples to shrink them overnight. And according to the same doctor as before, Dr. Shaw, this actually used to be a thing back in the day, and there was an ingredient called triclosan that actually helped with pimples. But the issue is that this ingredient isn't found in toothpaste anymore after it was banned by the FDA. And all that's left are ingredients that are probably going to irritate your skin, especially if it's a whitening toothpaste. Spot treatments with either benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid will definitely do the trick instead. And at number 6, lash glue as eyeliner.
First thing you want to do is get your lash glue as close as possible to your lash line. Plop those babies on. You don't even have to wait for the glue to dry.
So this one's for all you out there that wear false lashes. Here this woman gives a trick on how you can apply false lashes really quickly. And instead of applying the glue to the lash like you're supposed to, instead apply the lash glue directly to your eye like eyeliner. Then you apply the lash to your eye like usual and then pinch it together with tweezers or something. And this is honestly a really good hack, especially if you're bad at putting on lashes normally. But there's one major issue with this that I'm sure a lot of you are already thinking of, and that's the fact that the chances of getting glue in your eye with this method is like 4,000% higher than usual. And although there are tons of people that are really skilled and could easily do this, make sure if you're gonna try this, you are really good at doing eyeliner. Halfway through number 5, lip gloss all over the face. So this is another thing I see on TikTok a lot. And that is people using one beauty product all over their face for multiple uses. And in this video specifically, they're using lip gloss on their eyes as eyeshadow, on the cheeks for blush, and as lip gloss of course. And there's nothing inherently wrong with this other than the results that she's gonna see 5 seconds after applying are probably gonna be a lot different than a few hours later. With beauty YouTuber Robert Welsh saying that since lip products are meant to be hydrating, the gloss on the lips and cheeks will get super oily and greasy after a while, telling his viewers to be very aware that the different ingredients will make a big difference on how it looks on the skin. And saying that if you really want to try this, matte liquid lipsticks would usually be a lot better than a gloss. And at number 4, lip balm on the face. When the glass skin trend was getting really big on the internet, this user put out a video saying how you can get the glass skin look with just a clear lip balm. And she shows herself dabbing some onto her cheeks and eyelids for a glowy look, kinda duping highlighter. But oh boy did this cause a lot of debates in the comments of that video, with some people saying that this is gonna break her out and leave her looking and feeling really greasy, and with others saying that it won't clog pores and is safe to use. And during my research I found that a hack that models use on the runway is actually putting Vaseline on their face. So it might be fine, maybe for only a short period of time. So this one's a bit of a toss-up for me, but it seems like there might be some issues with it, so a liquid highlighter would probably just be easier. In at number 3, floss for pores. This one shook me to my core, let me tell you. I don't think this is actually a thing that people do, but this girl has a lot of followers that she's telling this to, so I thought I'd mention it.
I have a trick for you guys. I'm someone who gets a lot of blackheads on my nose, and I'm going to show you how to get rid of them. Apply hot water to your nose to open your pores. All you need.
So here she says that she's a hack to clean out the blackheads in your skin. So at first you're intrigued, but then she shows you how she's gonna take some floss, and I'm talking about the ones that are already connected to the stick, and literally scrape it down her nose to get the blackheads out. And like, thinking about someone doing this gives me the chills. Like, watching her video, I couldn't even watch the whole thing, it was so bad. And she does actually show a lot of gunk on the tool after she's done, but also there's just so much that can and probably is going wrong with this. I would never recommend someone to do this. And also when Hiram saw this, he literally lost his shit as well. And also one website said it could lead to purpura, which is a patch of small bleeding blood vessels on the skin. So, hard no for me. In at number 2, cinnamon on the face. This is one that I personally haven't seen around that much, but considering natural DIYs are touted pretty heavily online, I can definitely believe it. And speaking from a lot of skincare YouTubers I see online, natural products do not always mean they're better, and they can often be worse on the skin. And I guess one manifestation of that is using cinnamon products in skincare and other DIY face masks. But be warned if you're gonna do this, cause this spice can actually leave a burn on your skin and generate heat, leaving your skin really sensitive and uncomfortable. And finally, number 1, citrus fruits. If you've been on skincare TikTok, it's kind of inevitable that you've seen some masks or scrubs with lemon or lime as a main ingredient. And you might think this isn't an issue because skincare brands come out with citrus products all the time, right? The difference is that these products were specifically made for the face, but that lemon in your fridge, was not whatsoever. And when you put lemons on the skin, it can cause irritation, redness, peeling, and dryness. Also, if you use citrus on your skin and don't rinse it off well enough, then go out into the sun, you can get phytophotodermatitis, which can cause blisters on the face. Although I'm sure that's definitely pretty rare.